I'm Kim Baillieul. I am a data solutions manager with the Columbus Department of Public Service. I am the primary developer and designer of the CLOSE program, which stands for Closed Lane or Steel Plate Events.
We talked about coming up with a solution that we actually developed in-house with our own folks to be able to capture all of these closures and where steel plates were being placed so we can be a little bit more intelligent in terms of where, the why, the who, and the impact to the community.
The challenge that we often face with our right-of-way permitting is that a closure can be approved, but it's during a duration of time. So maybe you might close the road for 3 days over a period of 2 months, but we don't know what 3 days those will be.
It also captures that data in a way that allows us to better understand the lane closures and where they're at and those impacts to traffic, which actually impacts mobility, it impacts safety.
We started with looking at closure sources and where everything came from and what information was incoming now, because it existed, it just existed in email format and Excels and Outlook calendars and voicemails. And so there was no consolidated place to get that information. So the CLOSE program during its development sought out to establish what the template for that data would look like and how it would be ingested. The outward-facing CLOSE program form is built using ESRI Survey 123. Depending on the permit requirements, if folks are closing a lane of traffic, they can select the type of permit they have and select how many streets will be closed. Then the form will automatically update to the number of closures, and they can provide specific information for each closure, even if there's multiple closures under one permit. It became apparent really quickly that there was also a simultaneous need for steel plates to be captured. And when you think about a user experience, you don't want them to have to get a permit and go to 4 different places to input information. So we combined the two efforts, and it's really a testament to how our data governance program was successful in ensuring that we built a product that was sustainable as well as practical for the department. The design of the CLOSE program is specifically optimized to build compliance, to build participation, and to get the bare minimum needed that is helpful for our operational procedures.
2 years ago, we were very successful at getting a change in our legislative Muni Code for managing right-of-way. And we placed in that Muni Code that if you're going to close a lane in the city of Columbus, you have to put that closure into the CLOSE app. Likewise with steel plates, which is primarily contractors, they're required by Muni Code now to put that into the CLOSE application.
So a really big part of the program was obtaining a full-time employee to become our CLOSE program coordinator. Once we were able to hire that person, bring them on staff, which is Russ Bowerman, he's done a phenomenal job of just becoming the face of the program, getting people engaged, having outreach and education.
The most important user of the CLOSE program is the right-of-way permit holder. That's a requirement for them to tell us where they're putting the plates and closures so that we can have them mapped, have them in the system that, hey, this permit is active, these roads are closed. And it helps them because they don't have to call several different departments or different sections anymore like they used to in the past. It's now centralized, so they only have to get their form filled out and they're good to go.
We also wanted the data to be able to read back to the end user by closure or by plate event. So the architecture of the system is designed to reflect that on the internal side so that end users can look at the information they need and reference it quickly. Compliance in the downtown area has gone up 36% since the start of the program, which is phenomenal when you think about how large our city is and how much activity happens in the downtown area. We built an FME script that is pulling our data on a regular basis and doing a change detection and then sending out those closures to related parties that have been interested. The most recent update we've had has been the fire department and sending out closures based on their jurisdictions, as well as our traffic management control center who manages traffic flow in the area. So it's been really beneficial to get that information out to them. One of the benefits that we've actually been able to pilot last year that we'll be fully deploying this winter season is inputting our steel plates into the in-cab devices of our snowplow drivers. Steel plates are a regular hazard for snowplow drivers. They can't see them. So our ability to provide that information to them in real time is absolutely huge.
2023, we had about 20 plates that we knew about that were on snowplow routes. And in 2024, we knew where over 100 of them were before we even went out on our first test run.
So we want to be able to put data at our fingertips, to be able to ask the relevant questions so that we can actually provide a better service. If it was not for the close application, essentially we'd still be guessing. We'd still be in the dark.
Close has really redefined how public service can communicate closures and information out to our partners. And winning the ESIG has been an incredible honor recognizing those efforts. Even applying for the ESIG has been a really great experience for us because it had us ask questions that we wouldn't have otherwise asked. And as a result, we got feedback and we were able to make improvements to the program that we wouldn't have thought of otherwise. We are beyond honored to receive this prestigious award, and thank you to the GPN ESIG committee for the recognition.
The linking of everybody together that we can coalesce around an application that monitors lane closures and still plates have been absolutely incredible and a game changer for us in terms of making us more efficient, more mobile, and safer.